Hello, everyone. My name is Felicia, and this is In My Travels. Today, we are going to talk about the importance of passports. I don't know if you follow me on TikTok, but I have gone viral 1.3 million and counting. And it was due to the fact that, everyone is kind of scrambling right now to get their passports. And we know why. So we're not going to get into that. We're not going to get all political. But a lot of people either didn't know how important the passport was. They only thought about that passports were only for people, rich people. They also thought it was only for international travel. I'm here to tell you that you can think those things, but the reason why that post on TikTok, on my TikTok account, went viral is because I presented a new point of view about the passport. Your passport is the most important book you will ever read and that you will ever have. And the reason why that is because it's your proof of citizenship. It is your proof that you belong here in the United States. It is your birthright. It is not just for international travel. It proves that you are a US citizen. And here, as I talk about international travel, I am someone who has had their passport, from the age of 20 or since I was 20 years old. And I am now 55. So this is what passport number 4, I think I renew. I never, ever, ever let it expire. To me, my passport, and I believe for everyone, your passport is your ticket to the world. It is your ticket to the world. It is your proof of citizenship. And I don't understand some of the, I wouldn't say vitriol, but I understand that people today, some people are going through hard times. And there were a lot of people who said that they could not, number one, afford to buy or to purchase a passport. I understand that $130 may be expensive for some people. I don't know your situation. I have never received so many comments. I think the comments are still coming in. I think I'm at maybe 4,000. And among the comments that I saw were complaints about the price of the passport because you do have to, apply to get the passport and you have to, pay for that. There are people, this is something that you have to pay for. And a lot of people said that the passport was too expensive. And I don't know your financial situation, so I'm not judging you whatsoever. However, $130, or I think if you want it expedited, I believe the total is $165, is a small, small price to pay for such an important document. It is my one of my most treasured possessions because that passport has served me so well. It has not only has it allowed me, of course, to travel the world, but that passport means something when I apply to positions abroad. It matters when I am going through customs and people see that beautiful blue book. Yes, there is privilege in having, number one, a passport, and also there's privilege in having an American passport. I'm just going to tell you like it is. Now, is that is the US passport as strong as it once was? No. I believe right now it's maybe 39 in the world. But regardless of any of that, I have the passport. And if you are someone, if you are someone who wants to travel, whether that be to live abroad or live abroad part time or full time or whatever, you can't leave these United States. Not you can't see Europe and Asia without the passport book. Your passport book and your passport card are two totally different things, right? As of now, your real ID, in case I'm just going to get into it a little bit. Your real ID will allow you to cross into Canada and Mexico, and as I said in my TikTok video, some cruise ship destinations like of course, Bermuda, etc., Jamaica. But it will not allow you to go to any Schengen country. You will not be allowed with your real ID to just hop on to a flight to go to France, or, as you know, I was recently in London. You can't do that. So I want to say to you today, whatever your situation is, some of you can just go ahead and apply for the passport, pay the fee, done. Some of you might have to save, because I understand also that a lot of you have families, you have children. I do not. I just pay my fee, I pay the renewal fee, whatever, and it's done. So I understand that you not only want to get the passport for yourself, but you also want to get the passport for your children. And for some of you who can't afford that right now, you might have to save and get a passport, one at a time, not all at once. Just an idea I'm throwing out. But 1.3 million people in a span of 2 days, 48 hours, something resonated with them when they saw my video. People are nervous, and rightly so, because you have to think of the passport as a tool. The passport is a tool. It allows you to board a flight, to board a train, and hop into or roll in or fly in to another country. It also helps people identify you. It's, to me, the greatest identifier. What country do you belong to? What culture do you belong to? That's the card. That's your, I'm sorry, that is your passport book, right? That passport book, in fact, I'm going to go and get it. Hold on. I got it. I got it. So here is my passport, my US passport. And this book is your ticket to the world. So if you don't already have your passport, please get it. Because what you will also find is that the wait times are getting longer and longer. People are nervous, as I said, and we all know why. If you had to all of a sudden maybe leave this country in a week or maybe tomorrow, if you don't have this, you're stuck. Okay? That's how serious this is. This is your birthright. My ancestors built this country. And to a certain, I believe it was what, before 1862, weren't even considered Americans. So we, my ancestors, free and enslaved, fought for many things, but they also fought for this. They also fought for this book that shows the entire world and the country that I currently live in, which is, the US, that I am an American citizen. This is not a joke, people. This is not a time to sleep on this or put it off for another day, another month, etc. Get it now before you might not be able to get it, or you might not be qualified to get it. Who knows what new requirements might be added to the list of requirements, the current requirements for this book. There are already people being discriminated against just by applying for this. Don't wait until it comes your way. Get it. If you already have it, please make sure that the time, your expiration date, uh, a bit, make sure it hasn't expired. Number one, if you need to renew it, thank goodness you can renew it online. But who knows how long that will last, right? So don't wait another day. After you see this video, and please like, comment, and subscribe. After you see this video, I really want you to go to travel.state.gov. That's travel.state.gov and either apply for your first ever passport or renew if you need to renew this passport. Okay? 1.3 million people in 48 hours saw my video on TikTok and they had a lot to say. And I'm still getting people commenting about what's happening to them as they go to the website, what's happening to them as they go to the post office. Post offices are super crowded now. I've never seen post offices so crowded. And other people in the comments are reporting the same thing. Now, why do you think that is? You know why that is. You know why that is. So, as soon as you get in that line, the sooner you can get that passport. As of today, I have heard people saying that after they applied, they're experiencing wait times, or they will get their passport. They're saying 3 to 6 weeks, and luckily, some people are getting them before then, so that's great for them. But for you, I don't want you to let another day go by without applying for this card. I have a lot of books in my house, right? We're avid readers here, we're voracious readers. But this book is the most important book in my house. I use it all the time. I use it all the time. So even if you're not thinking about traveling outside of the US, you still need this book. Because what did I say? This book tells the world that you are an American citizen. And pretty soon, well, not even pretty soon, in some instances, if you don't already have your real ID, you'll need your passport to even hop on a domestic flight. And that they are enforcing May 7th, because as you know, I'm late to the game. I'm going to get my real ID hopefully next week in the mail. They've been talking about this for 5 years, I believe. 5 years, telling everyone you need to get your real ID, you need to get it as soon as possible. Well, I waited, but I have my passport, so I'm not worried about it. So even if I had not applied to the real ID, I still, if I needed to take a domestic flight, I would just take my passport, boom, here you go, boom, 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 whatever. But as you know, I don't take domestic flights, I take international flights. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, you will need a real ID if you are to board a domestic flight, and they are going to start enforcing that May 7th. So you also have to go to the DMV and apply for your real ID if you're someone like me who waited until the last minute. But and you might be asking, well, how do I know if I don't already have a real ID? Look at your license, and if there is a star, a black star in the upper right hand corner, that's a real, your driver's license is a real ID. So you don't have to go to the DMV and apply for a real ID. You already have it, right? I didn't have that star. So, and I also needed to renew my driver's license. So I just went ahead and I checked the option to also have my driver's license also be a real ID. So that's what I did. And since I'm speaking of driver's licenses, please make sure that your driver's license is also up to date. Yeah. Hmm. I want to say so much more, but I won't because I don't want to get political or but this is it's a political act. You have to make sure that you have this. Remember, our ancestors fought for this, especially if you look like me. This is your birthright. It's not about you hopping on a plane to Paris. You need this. It is the most powerful document that proves your American citizenship. Okay? Now, I'm also on my TikTok, and here this week I am dedicating this space to teach you about international teaching. For my teachers, I used to teach in the US, I used to be a French teacher, and I now get to teach online, and I love my students. But I have, just a love of teachers. My greatest teacher was my mother, and she gave us a love of learning. And I really want to help where I can to give people options. So, all this week, I am going to talk about international teaching, teaching abroad. That's really um, how I got into education. It was by accident. I used the fact that I was an American citizen and that my native tongue is English to see this world and to earn money and to have free housing so that I can save money. I'm going to talk about that all this week, and I hope you come along for the ride, support your teachers, let them know that this lady online, she's talking about the importance of passports, but this week it's all about the educators, the real MVPs in this world. All right? If I have given you value, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Share this video with your fellow teachers in your family or in your community. So I'm going to go. Thank you for your time. Voila, I love this hat. I had to wear it. Who cares? All right. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And, leave me a comment. Maybe you have some ideas about living abroad, working abroad, etc. And this passport, let me know that you have your passport, that it is still valid, that you either renewed your passport or you're maybe getting passports for your children. I don't know, but please get it. 1.3 million people viewed that video of mine on TikTok on TikTok in 48 hours. We know why. We know why. There you go. Have a lovely day. I'm going to upload this video right now. I'm too tired to edit, but I have a lot of information for you. I have a lot of life experience in this live abroad, work abroad, thrive abroad space, and I'm going to share it with you this week. Have a lovely, lovely day. Ciao.